What up, people? Hey, hey, what up, people? Okay, so my focus is not on me. Okay, is it working? What's going on? My camera is trying to figure out where my face is. Okay, this is my face. Don't move anymore. Okay, all right. So yeah, today is December 21st, 2022. Last night I suddenly had this realization because about I think that was on December 13th, the day after my 27th birthday. I went to Changsha with my mother. She went there for a meeting with her colleagues, so I drove them there really early in the morning. Excuse me. And I didn't have other plans other than just, walking around. I actually rode the electrical bike around the city in Changsha. And I ended up at the Starbucks. I ordered myself, I forgot the name already, a very special coffee brewed in a different technique with different, like the tools is different. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoyed it. After I went upstairs in the IFS building, there was a really big bookstore. And I just browsed around. I found this book I ordered just a few days ago. And I got one myself. It was The Sapiens, a graphic book, The Pillars of Civilization, Volume 2, and I read it entirely within just 4 hours. It was like kind of like a comic book. It was very interesting, very fascinating to read. So I read it pretty fast. And it was also in Chinese, so it didn't take me too long to understand everything, but it just got me mind-blowing. That is the word. Excuse me. Yeah. Whew. Okay. And since then, my mind changed a little bit. I wouldn't say just a lot, but it just changed my perspectives about a lot of things that I used to believe without a doubt. And now I started to question everything. And I felt so frustrated in the first few days. And today is December 21st. And I read that book on December 13th. That was almost 10 days ago. So in the last week, I was feeling not too well. Just mentally, I felt challenged. My worldview, my value system, everything I believed, I started to question all of them. And I just started to realize how ignorant I have been, and probably I will be and remain ignorant for quite a long time. But the thing is, I just felt frustrated. I thought I was so wrong. I was so naive. I took so many things just like, so superficially. I just, had very incomplete and fractional belief. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to believe nationalism is great. Like people should have different nationalities, stuff like that. I just, at this point, I'm not too good at explaining what my belief system is changing. I'm still sorting them out and trying to figure out what should I replace them with, and I'm still getting more understanding. So in the past few days, I've been reading more the book, The Actual Sapiens, and I also read the 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. But here's the point. Last night, I suddenly realized everything I have experienced in the past 1 week or even 10 days was completely normal. Maybe normal is not the best word, but I'm trying to say what I felt, frustration, even just a sense of loss, and just I felt scared because I just felt my belief system was not 100% accurate, and I probably live in a very biased world that made up by a lot of stories that I believed. And now I need to change their beliefs. I need to change their stories that I believe. I felt really scared because I thought I have figured out a lot of things. But this is what I'm looking for. This is what I wanted. This is one of the main purpose for reading, is to updating the belief system. Excuse me. And we don't say that, we have very fixed mind on the matters that we are reading. Then what's the point of reading? If you are not accepting other perspectives and you just close your mind for new information and the reality or just any brutal facts, and you don't allow them to exist in your belief, to just feel safe and comfortable, then it's not meaningful. It's meaningless to read anymore. Like, reading is all about changing. Like, you have to change, then you read. The best way to change is through reading. One of the good ways. And so I now realized this is what's supposed to happen. I shouldn't feel frustrated. I feel frustrated. Probably I should feel frustrated because I was so ignorant and arrogant in my belief. I thought I have known everything. Like, I used to believe so much, like, about what should be right, what should be wrong. And now I realized you have to talk about the context. Like, without the context, I'm talking about, like, you say, for example, maybe this approach will work really well in this circumstance with this group of people under this situation, whatever. Like, but that does not mean that approach can be applied in other situations to different group of people. But in the past, my belief system was like, I thought maybe why did I think about that? Marijuana, weed is good. It's good. It's not that bad. It's like drinking beer. Okay, but now I realize you can't just give that statement, because you have to understand the social context. It might work fine in some states in the United States or other parts of the countries which has already legalized marijuana. But if you really legalize it in China mainland, it will just create so much chaos that we are going to lose control. The government will lose control, and people will have a really bad relationship with it, because people don't know how to deal with it. And it can be a good thing. It can be a harmless thing, relatively speaking, but you have to think about the context. So there's really no right or the best answers for all. You have to talk about the circumstance, the situation, the cultural, everything you have to consider. And so I used to be like, China sucks. The Communist Party sucks. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about this. I'm gonna like release it on Bilibili. I don't know if this will be censored or whatever, but I'm not really talking shit about the government. I'm trying to say we can't just think like that. As a civilian, you just don't know everything. You don't know the whole picture, so you don't have enough information to make a judgment. You can't just say this way the government did this thing wrong and that government did that thing better or whatever. You can't compare. You can't compare like that because we have so many different factors that we have to consider them all. Otherwise, we are making a very biased assumption. All right, but that also lead to just like so much darkness in my mind because now I have entered into a different areas of exploration. Like I have to I have to given up all my fixed belief in the past, and now I have to rethink about everything I believe. I have to think why, what is behind it, what is the evidence, what is the scientific evidence. Like even science could be very biased. You can't just say science is all the proof that we need, because there's so much that science can't really prove at this point, and we have to use experience or just data to make some assumptions. And it is very dangerous to just conclude that something is certain and everything is changing. You can't just say maybe lockdown is awesome, lockdown is going to be going to work this thing out, and now all of a sudden the society has some opinion, and you have to change. And now we're in the COVID era again. We never left. We have lived with COVID for more than 3 years now, and for longer we're gonna just deal with it. But our approach will have to change a lot, according to situations. And now lockdown probably was a better plan. Now just people are all getting it. But this is just really my personal opinion. I don't have any evidence to back up everything I just said. I'm just offering some of my thinking. I can't just make any judgment at this point. This is what I believe. Like from now on, I have to constantly remind myself that I am very ignorant. I am ignorant. This is not just like fake. I don't know. Like what do you say? Like I'm not trying to be humble. This is just a fact. I have realized this fact long time ago. I am a very ignorant person, and this is the fact. Also, a lot of people in this world, I don't know the numbers. I can't give the numbers, but from what I see, a lot of people just are ignorant. If I can define ignorance is lacking the ability to research on his or her own, and we often just believe the simple presented information, something like that. This is how ignorant I am. I don't even know how to define ignorant, but I am aware that there is so much that I don't know. I have to remain this message and keep exploring and keep learning more. Life is really a long journey. We gotta learn more. Otherwise we're gonna make the wrong decisions. It's all about the decisions. That's what I believe. All right, so I have talked a lot. I don't know how you think about it. This is really what I have been thinking lately, and I could talk more. I would definitely make videos talking about what are my thoughts about many big topics in the next few days because I just want to document what is my mind like at this time, like at this age. And I'm very sure that my mind, my ideas, my belief will change a lot. Like I will think so much differently, but this is really a very valuable process. I just want to document it here. And yeah, all right. So thank you for watching this. Have a good day. Bye.